It's like me.
Brian Smith.
All right.
Not turning up.
We're here. We're in the reunion. Hell yeah. Year and a half later.
Reunion in a world.
We're here a year and a half later with some of the guests. A lot of bits later. A lot of sleepless nights later. But about 13 months later, we finally know how the season ended. So, you know, congrats, Knife, on your win.
Thanks.
Applaud.
What the
Applaud.
fuck? He won?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, you can hear all the people clapping.
Yes. Yes.
this is off to a very good start.
Mate, why are you punching me?
It was the Elskin.
Yeah, as I think,
I'm sorry.
as someone said at the finale of last season, I can't remember. I think it was Red. You gotta wear pink to win, and you know, you wore pink and you won. So I have a question for you that I'm sure everyone that watched this season has been wondering. What the fuck is your skin?
Okay. So this skin is a pink monster cat with a scarf.
Okay, what
it
about
was-
what makes it a cat?
It was a copy of from my old friend group, this guy named Jacob. You can pan over to him right over there. He had the black monster cat skin, and we had like all sorts of different colors. And I just kind of kept mine because I'm very lazy.
Nice.
So yeah, and these
Fuck, that
two
makes it a
these
cat.
two pink things coming like out, those are teeth, not eyes.
What?
So my skin doesn't have any eyes. It's very weird.
That's nightmarish.
I feel
Okay.
like it's better off that we didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't upload this reunion, man.
Okay, finish my drink. All right, so on to the actual question. Knife, you definitely had a tumultuous journey throughout this game. Had to make a lot of moves to make it to where you were. What would you say was your finest moment this season? Like, what are you the most proud of looking back?
Oh God. My proudest moment is honestly, let's just say having the cojones to go for rocks. I feel like the me from like Caribbean, for example, would never have done that. And I think, you know, I grew a pair, so to speak, and it showed, you know, more like fearless attitude, and it helped me win the game.
Nice.
Yeah! Among Us.
I fucking hate that.
Fucking yo.
Okay, then moving on down the line, we got Double, who also, you came very close to winning in the end. I know that you've said that you're not the proudest of your gameplay this season, looking back on some of your funnier moves, at least in my opinion. But what would you say, like, just kind of looking back on the season as a whole, like, if you could change, like, one moment, what would that be?
To change my one moment is actually falling asleep the day before. Staying up 40 hours was not a good idea for going into a season that I should have known that would have been a long season. Just having the mental fortitude is so much more important than I thought at the time, because I was so down tremendous. I didn't know what I was saying. So that's something I would change, me personally, yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah?
Yeah! Yeah!
Okay. Yeah, that's a very important lesson. Kids, you know, if you're in a season and it's stretching into hour 21, maybe don't do that. Maybe don't sign up next time.
Sleep is good.
Yeah, sleep is good. Okay, moving on down the line to the next person that's here. Kimmi, fourth placer of the season. One of the breakout stars of this cast. The one in a season full of people that thought they were playing the middle. You probably played the middle the best of all of them. What, or at least the most successfully out of like anyone that tried. Sorry, I'm just trying to think of the right way to word this.
What the fuck?
Okay, got it. Where would you say you kind of decided to dig your heels in? Like, when did you kind of say, like, okay, I have to ride to the end with this alliance no matter what? I know you said you felt a lot more comfortable with the Karibo alliance over the Noko Noko one, but still you kept sticking them out, olive branch out over and over. So what was your kind of thought process like jumping between the sides like that?
Well, I didn't even think I would be able to, have that opportunity because I thought, like, I was more seen on the other side. But then when opportunity presented itself, I was like, you know what? I should take advantage of that and just see where things go. And honestly, it was just like, who's the biggest threat to my game at the time and who can I get rid of to further my game so that the odds are still against other people and not at me. So I kind of dug my heels in with the Karibos because I felt like I could beat them. Obviously, fire making didn't happen. I'm okay with that. But that was just kind of my thought process. Like, even though I felt closer with the Noko Nokos, I feel like my chances of winning were lower with them, of course. So I eventually decided to side with the Karibos. Nice.
And obviously if you build a fire just a little quicker, it works out and you probably walk away with the win. So congrats on that.
Skill issue, build a fire.
Not too much.
I did that.
Yeah.
I didn't win though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Next person in the line that's in the call, we got Shipley, the 9th placer Kidmodo of the season.
Yeah.
You more than probably anyone else, you made your grievances with your tribe mates well known to the camera. So who's someone that if you had another try, like you would give a better shot of working with, like in the season, or if things shake out a little different, like who's someone you'd like to ally with you didn't really get the chance to the day of?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I think honestly, there's just so many people that I didn't have the opportunity to talk like any sort of game or strategy with outside of sort of the antics around camp. So like I think like Joe, I think Billy, I think there's some connections that could have been made there that maybe not judging some books by their covers would have been probably better for my game overall. We just didn't really have the opportunity to like talk one-on-one. So all I really got to know about a lot of the people was the like presented around camp. And so yeah, I would say probably like I think Joe and I probably would have gotten along pretty well. I think Billy, especially when I saw how sort of gung-ho for Kimmi and everything he was, I think we could have like maybe made a move there as well. But I think in general I viewed a lot of my tribe based on sort of the personas that I knew them of, in the community or whatever they were outwardly presenting around camp. And that definitely sucked because it kind of put everyone in a box moving into merge, but we just didn't really have an opportunity considering we won so much.
Okay. Yeah, there was definitely a lively camp, I'll say, from the little that I got to see of it. Someone else from that camp, we got Mr. Joe here in his most masculine outfit he has. So, you obviously did not have the biggest chance to play the game once the merge hit. You saw yourself on the receiving end of an idol from Kimmi.
That's
What?
because she smells.
Bitch.
So let's say somehow you survive that vote. Maybe Kimmi doesn't play her idol. She's out in 12th place instead of you, and you have your idol
Maybe if
moving.
I wasn't such a fucking gambler.
Maybe, actually, let's say you played your idol, and then it's a tie. One of Shipley or Double or whoever were the other people in that vote go home. I can't remember. Let's say you're in the final 11. Who did you want to work with primarily, kind of, to move forward? Like, were you going to stick with the Karibos? Were you going to branch out to the Noko Nokos?
I genuinely just didn't want to shut my kind of doors to anyone. I wanted to make sure I worked with as many people as possible. The Noko Noko people seemed pretty cool because they probably voted out the uncool people before the merge.
They're right behind you.
Yeah, but I wanted to work with everyone, but it's really hard to tell hypothetically because obviously the mindset I was in that day was not of the best, to be honest. So it's really hard to tell if I was in the right mindset what I actually would have done.
Okay, it's always tough to tell when there's that many people left in the game, but speaking of the Noko Nokos, our first Noko Noko that is here today, we got Havoc, the challenge...
Give me a minute, I'm smoking, hold on.
Okay, well, I'll ask you your
Never
question.
mind, I don't think they did vote out all the Uncle Me before the merge.
Alright.
Alright, so you were, probably the most notorious thing of you this season was your challenge performance. You went,
He carried.
I think of the 4 challenges you played in, you played a significant role in losing 4 of them. So, you know, good job. Let's say you and Badgers get that logic puzzle right, and Noko Noko speeds ahead to a victory in the round that you were voted out. Who did you want to keep moving forward with? Like, if you weren't an easy scapegoat at that vote, who would you have wanted to go with on your tribe?
Is that really a question you'd ask? I was gonna say Badgers, but...
That is fair.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Why does Kid with a shit mic make him sound like a fucking
Anyway.
jog?
I'm bringing sexy back.
Yeah.
Anything else? Or...
Yeah.
There's some stuff I want to say. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna... For all these niggas talking shit, I'm gonna explain to you a few things, alright?
Go for it.
Before the season started, this was a pretty ghetto-ass start time. It started at like 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I had to wake up like well before the sunrise, alright? So my brain was functioning around 8% capacity, alright? Then after the season, when I got out, I went to go eat, then took a nap, then I called my bitch over, which is a better reward than most of these niggas standing here could ever hope to achieve. If you gay or girl, that statement does not apply to you.
Okay, and as Havoc says, no bitches.
You might want to add another L to that skin, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Anything else?
Nah, that's about it.
Okay, thank you. Well, I'm glad that you had a better day than a lot of these people did. Okay, moving down the line, we got Electro. Your Swift Rise and Fall was a very entertaining one from my perspective. I love putting it together. Can you take us through your thought process in the round that led to you inadvertently turning the whole tribe onto you and getting yourself voted out?
It wasn't a good one, but I basically thought once that challenge was over, I guess, I was like, I don't know, I didn't really do shit for that challenge, and this was my second Survivor ever, besides like a 10-person cast I played in, and there was a lot of big names on my team, so I was like, if I don't throw someone's name out, I'm just gonna get targeted. So I went into the 5 out of 7 person group call, and I was like, oh, I don't know, out of the 2, I guess Havoc or something. So, and I was like, I guess these 5 will stay with me. And in the end, I probably should have went with like Havoc and Jacob instead or something. But it was just I threw out a name. It was a mistake on my part. I don't think anybody was really targeting me because I was new, so that was just a mistake in my mind that I thought. But I guess good lesson to learn. Still had a good time while I was there.
Well, I'm glad you had a good time, and it happens. Like sometimes you just get unlucky.
It do be what it do be.
Last but certainly not least, we have MoyBoy on the far end. So obviously, Noko Noko wasn't the best tribe for you at starting the game. Let's say that you swap places with someone on Karibo. I'm not sure. Let's say fucking Knife, just for the sake of it. Who would you want to work with on the Karibo tribe if you were with that group instead of the tribe in green?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I did not watch the season, but
that is fair.
That's the finale. But I don't know. I personally like what happened is I was so nervous since this was just like such a big thing for me, and Jesus, no, I think
Don't
I was
worry,
still
it's like
forging
nothing
then.
at this point
I mean,
now. Come on.
Yeah. But I was just so nervous because this is such a big thing for me, and I just kind of got like it's kind of like a cat, like a deer, like in front of headlights. It's kind of like stood still in like fear and like nervousness.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that probably would have been the same thing for me, but I probably just could have worked better on that team since I wouldn't have lost immediately.
W.
But I could not tell you the
Slide.
specifics.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, in the end, if you'd lasted any longer, it would have been 21 hours later.
well,
Yeah.
I'm sorry it didn't turn out super well for you, but you know we've all had that experience in our first games, and we all know how it is. And you're older and wiser for it now.
Actually, my first
I
game I
know.
came 5th, but you know.
Okay, guy. Well, you're fifth out
Okay.
here, so.
Oh,
Oh.
So
alert.
now that we've kind of run through the whole cast, and I don't think anyone else is showing up at this point, we can go to our small jury over, or not jury, our small audience over here with some alumni and some other people. If any of you have any
bitches.
questions you'd like to ask our cast, feel free. Just say it in the chat. If not, I can go through the viewer submitted votes.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, here, I'm coming up.
Red from North
Havoc.
Dakota.
Uh-oh.
Big fan of your game, Havoc, because you were low-key well-positioned, but if you didn't suck at challenges, you honestly do a lot better. I gotta say, Havoc. Thank you. My question to you is, what happened with your brain at the, that challenge we were? Because
Nigga, I
Jacob
just explained
solved
it
it.
to you.
Skip a
Jacob
couple
literally
showers and
solved
you might
it.
get a little bit better in Minecraft.
Just listen to Jacob and you literally win that challenge, Havoc. That's all you had to do.
Alright, I'm gonna come down here. I'm gonna slap you. Oh.
Yeah, good luck. Still a little tired?
Yeah. No, I'm high as well, so, yeah.
Alright, thank you. No further questions, Your Honor.
Oh no,
Alright.
you're not the only person who's fucked here, so moving on.
Thanks, Dred. Anyone else have anything they'd like to ask? Okay, if you got any questions in mind, just say so in the chat. Otherwise, I'm gonna go through the viewer submitted questions for a little bit. Yeah, Red, what do you got to ask?
Take the stage again. This isn't your fucking reunion, mate. Come on.
No, I just wanted to say to the MoyBoy, that was your first game you said you played, I remember. And I just have a
It was
question.
my
Have you,
second game.
oh,
Can we
okay.
get this punk
I
ass
wasn't
on stage
one
already,
of
man?
Lucas' games before that.
Have you, tried to get into other survivors, non-recorded session, things like that, or are you gonna try that?
This was the last thing I've done so far. I kind of took a break since that, but I do think about it sometimes. Yeah, I might at some point when I'm not really No, I'm not confirming anything. I
So-
might at some point.
Yo,
I
I'm on
might
the
at
front
some
lines
point,
right now.
I just still don't have the confidence in myself to do it.
Honestly, Mo, I think you could do great in the game
Yeah,
show.
you fucking
I
do.
believe in you. I know, a lot of players on the cast are really, they really didn't put you out. So, yeah, kid, you can do it. I
Your
believe.
mic shit.
Red, don't
Nigga,
be
your
rude,
questions
right?
and your mic quality are ghetto.
Oh, well.
Yeah,
You
Red.
can't,
Yeah,
you
we
can't
gotta
see the name
relax.
Chorgle Thunder.
What version are we
that's
on, by
not
the
a
way?
winner.
1.16.5, Jacob.
Thank you.
Oh, hey,
shut the
Badges.
fuck up. Oh, hi.
Welcome to the party.
No, let's go. Party time.
I should get more drinks.
Thank you for interrupting,
Didn't
Red.
do
That's
Oh,
awesome.
I hate that guy.
Oh,
so much.
no, we thank you for it.
All right, once Badges is on and in his seat, I'll start going down the list of questions.
Hell yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
actually,
get this
I'll read
open.
the first one. Hi, JP. Hi. Second one.
Hello.
This one, okay, that's to Tim, that's to Joey. This one's for Knife. Are you making big move or play say? Okay, that one sucks. Havoc, you were dogging challenges. We've established this.
The questions are just going out the window one by one.
Tim, what's 7 times 6? Okay. Kimmi,
42.
how does it? Well, that was to Tim, not to you, Joe. So,
Nigga, can I ask who's asking these questions, man?
it is anonymous, probably for the best.
Yeah, the first one was me.
You got
Okay.
yours answered at least.
All right, Kimmy, how did it feel to go out to fire making?
Yo, fuck you, chillin' cool. No, but it sucked. But it's like, you know what? It's okay. It was like, it was a chance. And I took it, and it didn't work. It happens.
Okay. Next one. Okay. Yeah, Badges, you sit here. Or sit
Yeah,
in
I'd like
the,
to thank you.
Great time. To
What the
Oh.
fuck? Monkey.
Howdy.
Just go in 8 mode. All right. Now Badges is here. I'm gonna ask you a question about what was one of my favorite moments of the season. What was your thought process giving Double the immunity at the final 10 and just kind of throwing a wrench into everyone's game plan and resulting in a result that nobody wanted?
Look, I'm a little bit of a chaotic monkey over here, man. Look at me. I don't know. No,
You're a monkey with wings.
sometimes I just like I see something that's like kind of like out there. I know it's like an out there play, and I know it can damage you later in the game. But I saw that, and I'm like, you know what? I want to make this like narrative the way I want. And if I say Double here, I mean I have an ally in him. I know I hurt people, but it can really shake up the game. It can really get people on their toes. And I was like, you know what? I want to take the opportunity. And it also kind of was me just defining like my side for the most part. You know, I wanted to work with Brian. I wanted to work with Double, and I was just kind of like, and Joey too. And I just kind of want to like work on that side. I'm like, all right, this is kind of like what's gonna set that up. And I was just like, you know what? I like this. I like this move right here.
Yeah, I tuned out the first word you said, man.
And that was a fun one, and in retrospect, you probably saved Bupdad's life. He probably would have died if he made it any further. So, good job there.
Poor man.
Okay.
I've lost the ability to speak English.
Oh, this one actually has a lot of questions. Nice. Knife and Kimmy, how do you two feel about your chances facing off against each other in the final tribal?
Okay, this is chilling cool.
Okay, yeah. Personally, I think I lose. I think mainly Kimmy has locked votes for her, mainly from like her side, and a lot of those votes were votes I kind of needed to win, like Tim and Kid and Aussie, votes that I actually got against Double. So I say pretty low odds for mpknife.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to like, you know, toot my own horn or anything,
Yeah.
but I think I could do like pretty well. I did want to go to the end with Knife. Obviously, I didn't vote for him at Final Four because I felt like my odds were just a bit better against Knife than they would be against Double.
Oh, you
So-
fool. You fool.
Look, I thought that if I went against Knife in the final, then I felt like out of those two, Double was more connected to the people on the jury than Knife was in comparison. So, and then moving forward, I could try and take them as my own. But I feel decent about it. I tried to make that happen, of course, but didn't. That's whatever. I feel confident in my own abilities.
I feel like Knife really did just get like the perfect final two for him to win, to be honest.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's one that I actively work towards.
It's
So
like, what's the next highest placement do you think you'd win against at Final 2? I don't mean this as an insult. I just
No,
mean,
no,
like, genuinely out of curiosity.
I mean, my original Final 2 plan was Bupdad. So once he went home, that's kind of when
Final 1, he'd be dead by then.
Yeah. I mean, look.
We actually would have done it
there's like, I do have empathy. It just wasn't there at that moment. So
I don't think he'd discovered caffeine yet.
Yeah.
He did discover funny jokes though.
He's a comedian.
All right.
I laughed.
Next question we got is for Double. What did you think your chances were of beating Kimmy in fire at
Oh
the
my
Final Four?
god.
Okay, so I can't lie when I know it's hard to believe, but a lot of my chaotic was like staged. So I just wanted to have fun. A lot of it was just like energy that I needed to get out of me. But my aunt, yes, I was role playing, of course. But when I got put against Kimmy in firemaking, I can't say I wasn't schwitzing, because my palms were sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. So
Mom spaghetti?
Yeah, exactly. So I had it was a 50-50 in my mind. But as soon as I got the flint and She didn't even figure out where the iron was. I had a good shot. Like during it, I was like 100% I'm winning this. Before it, I didn't even think I was going in. So.
Okay, that one's to Tim, that one's to Joey. This one's to me. If someone who receives a penalty vote is involved in a tie, do they get a vote on the revote too? I don't know. I was really hoping that wouldn't happen because I was going to have to pull the production team aside and figure that out. So I kind of lucked out that that never happened. Okay.
Brilliant.
This one is this meant to be a text section? Yes, it is. To Kimmi, what prompted you to play your idol the way you did?
So, it was definitely Aussie telling me I was getting votes. I mean, I was definitely thinking about it because I thought they were going to split between myself and Shipley, and I thought that maybe I could vote Shipley and then not have to use my idol. But I decided to go with my gut and just say play it on yourself and just hope and pray that everything goes according to plan. I thought I was going to cancel like maybe 5 votes, and I didn't expect like to cancel 8 because I was fully expecting Shipley to go home because I thought they split it. And when they didn't, like I was genuinely surprised, and I think it was just a matter of, I guess, luck, chance, and just wanting to save myself and be selfish. And
You say they as if the vote was actually organized. No, I feel like everyone just collectively had the same.
I don't know
vote.
why.
Literally only voted for you for the reason you just articulated. I thought they were splitting on us, and I was like, well, I might as well vote for Kimmi if
That's
it's going
what
to
I
be
was-
split between the two of us.
That's what I was thinking about doing to you because I was like, I want to stay safe. But then, like, I didn't. I don't know why. I was just like, I'm just going to take a shot and see if it works. Probably not, but here we are. I can't vote for Shipley. Just last second I thought about it, and I told Aussie, hey, just vote for Joe. People have been kind of suspicious of him, and we'll see what happens. And the moment the one vote double, 1 vote Shipley, 1 vote Joe rolled up, I was like in shock because I knew it was about to happen.
I still don't know why Billy voted me. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, yeah, I definitely know why. He just did not like you.
What the? Bro.
It was really hard to tell
Goddamn.
what was going through. Didn't Billy like sleep through 2 hours of it? Or
He
something?
slept through a
Yeah.
lot.
He slept through the
My
round that
fucking
Happy
Louis
was voted
passed out,
out.
and he said, "Yeah, I chose.
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck this double guy."
Well, I mean, Billy was also mad that you were targeting me, so he was like, yeah, let's vote him out. And I was like, I don't want to.
Like 8 people were talking.
Dude.
That means nothing.
Go back to Dua Lipa. Go fall asleep again. Good riddance.
Not the tulip heap.
Okay.
Lipa Pua?
Next
You only
question.
pussy.
This one is to all the non-Americans, of which we have 1. Do you think you would have done better if you'd been playing in the same time zone as the rest of the cast? So let's say, like, I guess Havoc, you're like far enough like behind or ahead too that like this kind of half applies to you. But if you were in like say the same like general time zone as the rest of this cast, do you think you would have done better?
Shit, you know, the time zone fucked me. My mental health fucked me. Like, I genuinely would have been fine with it. I'm used to playing Survivors and God for a long time at this point, so I would have been fine with it. But no, I just got fucked over by different circumstances.
Nice. Yeah, it happens. Next question we got to Kimmi. Is there?
Jesus Christ.
This one's from Cav. Is there anything
Oh.
you could have done to avoid being voted off when you did?
What?
Is there anything you could
I
have?
mean, you stink.
What else could you have done, basically, like in your mind?
No,
Well,
but
well, no. What I was thinking of doing at Final Four was like, if I were to go back and change one thing, I would probably try and like get Double and Knife to work with me in the Final Four challenge and say like, hey, if I get one of you two to win and y'all vote out Aussie, we all make Final 3. And I should have done that, but it didn't happen because I feel like they would have probably voted Aussie over me in that scenario, and then I would avoid fire making. And I mean, at the time I was confident in my trivia, so I would have been fine in the in the final 3, but I feel like that would be the one thing I would go back and change in order to, not go home.
Just to speak to that, at Final 4, we probably do try to vote out Aussie just because it gives us like the best chance in fire as well as if Kimmi just decides to join us. Like, we perceived Aussie as the easier beat in fire making if it was 2-2, and there was the chance that Kimmi could vote with us, make it 3-1. So Aussie winning immunity actually kind of screwed Kimmi.
Yeah, that's what I was so mad because I was like, I was 1 point away. I was like, fuck.
Oh yeah,
Knife was pretty close too.
The day of, I spent a solid like 2 minutes just recounting those over and over to make sure that they were actually just like 1 point apart, so I didn't accidentally like screw someone out of immunity. But
yeah.
Okay, next question. This one's a happy. Anyone from Karibo or Knife? If your tribe lost all 4 competitions, who do you... okay, I think all 4 is a big ask, but if your tribe lost an immunity, like, at some point,
Billy.
who do you think would have been voted out?
Billy.
Yeah,
I
would have
think
been
Billy goes
definitely
home.
first.
Billy would have been first card
Yeah.
immediately.
I think it really depends on when we lose. It
That's
really,
true.
really depends on when we lose.
If it was after
I
the 3rd or 4th challenge, I think
If it was-
Billy's a goner. If it's
Billy did.
if it's one of the first
Man was
2,
fucking snoozing.
If it was
It's a
when
little
Billy
more
was
interesting.
asleep.
Yeah, I think if it's like the first challenge, I think you have some sort of kind of interesting tribal where like me and Kimmi are maybe the targets with like a potential idol play. But if it's like after the 2nd round, then Billy absolutely goes because he was like non-participant.
but if we're
literally
going
second
past
tribal
one-
council on with Billy is fucked.
Yeah, let's say like I'd say the closest that Karibo came to losing was in the 3rd round with the puzzles.
Yes.
So like
Literally just a fucking foot race.
if it
Everyone
happened,
fucked up.
so if you guys would have lost that one, then you're saying it probably would have been Billy.
Probably.
That's not even probably.
Yeah, the 3rd one, Billy for sure.
Yeah.
If it's earlier than the 3rd one, there is maybe a world where like they target me and Kimmi and then we target someone else with the idol. But
I
that's-
do feel like if we lost multiple, I would have been targeted.
I feel like anyone
Yeah.
would have been targeted.
Puzzle
If,
King.
I mean-
if we got whittled down to 4, I think
I'll
anyone would
take
have
the
been.
name to my grave, baby.
It's
I
really
don't-
hard to say who the 4 would have been left over because I think at some point, like
Nothing
either
really
Brian
happened.
goes or me goes or
I feel like
something
the
like
jumps
that.
would
Yeah,
have
it would-
been like if they aren't targeted early, they form an alliance. If they were targeted early, they would just get whittled down immediately pre-mode.
But then you're talking about a universe where Kimmi and I have the opportunity to talk with Joe. We have the opportunity to talk with Billy and like potentially for
Yeah,
a
that-
different group there as well, which we
So
didn't
Billy
have the
actually
chance to do.
survives till merge.
Yeah.
He's still the odds.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Man doesn't
We-
take a 3-hour nap.
As a tribe, we probably should have thrown so we could just strategize instead of just fucking lollygag for 6 fucking hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would have changed everything going into merge.
We were 4 episodes in and it was 1 a.m. for Bupdad.
He said so.
No,
yeah.
no, actually it's 12 a.m. It's 12 a.m.
Well,
pretty bad.
okay, this question just came in. I saw it pop up before my very eyes. To the pre-jury, who would you have voted for in a final 2 between Double and Knife?
Oh no.
Well, once again,
Double
I did
may
not
have,
watch
he
the
may
show,
have been
but
he may have
probably
been
Knife,
the king
yeah.
of puzzles. He may have been the king of puzzles. But that's it.
I'm not sure, honestly. I think, like, I watched the final episode, so if I was in the season, it might have been, or like if I went farther, it might have been different. But just off of speeches, I probably would have voted for Double, to be honest.
In my opinion, Double was put in like a position of kind of power towards like the whole pre-merge and the early merge with the whole King of Puzzles title, but I really couldn't tell what he'd actually done. Whereas Knife actually was positioning himself and then kind of took Double under his wing.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh man.
I'm still confident in my game. I think my game's better than Double's, and I think
know. We can just say the same thing, honestly. We'll go back and forth.
Yeah. And I mean, I will admit Final Tribal wasn't great. It was 21 hours for both of us. And part of me was just hoping that not too much stock was being put into Final Tribal. because I figured I had the advantage going in.
Double was
So-
fighting
But
Shadow
why
People.
did you say that you played a 4th place game? Like, in
It's not what I
world
meant. It came off really
does
bad.
that like in what world does that like that string of words together ever equate to?
Well, what I'm trying to what I was going for was that going into the merge, Double was ranked number 1, and I was ranked number 4. And going into merge, you should always want to be ranked number 4, not number 1. At least in my opinion. Where I had respect, but I wasn't looked down upon. Whereas Double was huge, big threat guy, and almost got his butt kicked off.
Multiple
And then
times.
That's 1,000 times better than what you actually said. Like
I
yeah,
believe
that's
that.
so yeah, that makes so much sense.
I feel like
Okay.
arguably one of the best things about the season is literally every single person that sat on the jury and the final 2, all of the final 9 onwards had some kind of win equity. There was no actual proper floaters, but within them, like everyone was actually doing something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think that's also the beauty of a Final 2 season, because if this was a Final 3 season, I think I could have
fucking...
especially I think I would have easily been fallen into that like Final 3 GOAT position, and I probably would have just made it to the end and
Yeah, this is
not
like one
gotten
of the
any
few
votes.
circumstances in which Final 2 works.
Okay.
Yeah, Aussie definitely wins that final 3.
No, single-handedly. Like, not a question.
I could go into the virtues of a Final 2 over a Final 3 a million times over, but I'm not going to because this video will be too long otherwise. So,
This isn't a live stream?
it is not. We got 2 questions left, but they're both to the entire cast. So before I go through those, and then eventually the polls in the end of the season, to like put a nice bow on this, I'm gonna turn this over to those in the audience over here. If any of you have any more questions, now is your time to ask our lovely cast here.
Red, you better not stand up.
Red has another question.
Oh my god, bro.
Can we sit this clown ass nigga down, honestly, man?
The cast is
Oh wait,
spoken.
actually, I got a question for you, JP. How many times this video are you gonna have to, assuming it's not allowed to be said on YouTube, how many times are you gonna have to edit out me saying that word?
Well, as long as no one else says it, I think it's fine.
Okay.
Anything from our audience? If not, I'll move on ahead with these last couple questions.
I'll ask a question. JP, I'll ask one.
Yeah, go for it.
I don't know who to ask it to, actually. Joe! Hey, Joe! I don't know if you've been asked this, because I've been here for like 10 minutes. But going out with an idol, you know, that hurts a lot. How did that feel when that happened, Joe? Because it wasn't your fault you went out. You just got 2 votes, or 2 or 3 votes, and you just went out. Did you have like any plans with that thing, or, you know?
So JP,
Anything
any
you're
other
looking
questions
for?
left?
I didn't like that one.
All right. So this one is to the entire cast. So the past 3 seasons have been in some wacky places. First, a fictional joke for a niche geography YouTube channel, then the state of North Dakota, and now a gamer location. Where would everyone's dream place be for season 4?
Kazakhstan.
Bikini Bottom.
That place from the Bible.
Minecraft.
Chernobyl.
Oh yeah, no, Kimmi,
Oh.
MoyBoy answered your question perfectly.
I'm feeling Gonda on this one.
Uganda?
Nah, just
I'm not.
There's Ghana and Uganda, but there's no Gonda.
Oh.
Gonda.
I feel like this is gonna end badly if I ask you about it. So,
What state does Greg Heffley live in?
canonically
like
Massachusetts,
New Jersey.
but this is a
fuck, don't go there.
This is a video about Minecraft Survivor, not about the Diary of a Wimpy Kid lore, so I won't get into
Detroit, Michigan.
No, too
That'd be
common,
hype.
bro. That's
Battle Creek, Michigan.
Okay.
Shunk my battleship.
We're getting into the bits we were doing before the reunion now. Okay, so last question before we tie this up in a nice little bow. I'm just gonna go down the line. I'm gonna ask everyone what your favorite moment was of the season. So I guess we'll start with MoyBoy. What was your what was the most fun you had the day of?
I really liked the just messing around of the before it started. just getting to just hang out with everybody. You know, I didn't talk much, but it was just nice.
The bedrock box.
Yeah,
It's
the 1
nice.
hour you had to wait for me to show up.
Funny
And
sex.
buddy, I was also there.
Electro?
Probably getting to meet Happy. We're pretty close this day. Absolute goat. And MoyBoy, of course, absolute king.
What? Okay.
You're Westy.
Havoc?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with
Yeah.
ending so I can get to the good stuff that happened to me afterwards.
Oh.
Nice. Joe?
I think pre-season when I first got in the call and you asked me because I think the reason you actually cast me for this was I said, "Oh yeah, I've got toad skin, I'll wear it," and you said, "Why aren't you wearing it?" I said, "Get fucked," and that was it.
Okay, so, Shipley?
I think my
Yeah.
favorite moment, yeah, I have a good mic now, so it doesn't sound as funny. But no, my favorite moment of the season was definitely when me, Kimmi, and Aussie were in a call, just fed up with everything that happened when Jacob gave double immunity, and we were just fucking pissed. So we just went in and we just started dragging those two in the call. That was
Let's
that
go.
was so
That's
much
really
fun.
funny.
Yeah,
I was
Okay,
innocent
so-
that time too.
yeah, you were innocent.
Yes,
but-
queen.
I was not, but it's okay.
I don't think I've ever said period in my entire life except for that call, but
I
was,
remember that so much.
Yeah, yeah.
Badgers?
I would say like the mental breakdown me, Double, and Brian had before the
Took
before
you
the smash.
so-
I knew you were gonna say that before the smash. The smash.
Dr. Mario.
Before you smash?
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry?
No, like dude, when you asked the Mario question, we were in the billions, bro. You knew it was bad. Bro, we
I
were
was-
in the Dr. Mario, bro. Dude, it was a mess there, but that was my favorite.
Kimmi?
Oh, it's my turn. Well, it definitely has to be my idol play. I mean, that was pretty funny. You
Thanks,
know,
Kimmi.
'cause- you're welcome. It got you a lot of questions.
It did.
Got me one from Badgers.
Yeah, I got you, Joe.
Alright, our final two. Double. What was your favorite moment of the season?
Well, Jacob took my answer, so I won't copy him. But a good start for my game was the very first comp where I luckily got that logic puzzle in the first 3 seconds. That really set the tone in my mind, and I was just ready to glide out and have a good time.
Alright, Knife. What was your favorite moment of the season?
This is weird, and it wasn't that funny, but my favorite moment was probably just the third challenge in general, where we were just like all over the place. I think I ran into like the wrong thing on accident that wasn't shown. And I felt like I was actually like doing something for the team for once because I wasn't really the first two challenges. And then I do have a kind of a question.
Yeah, what's up?
Like watching back that challenge, the Karibo mat was closer than the Noko Noko mat. At least
No, so that challenge, I did get questions about this afterwards too.
you did. Okay.
So they alternated positions. So on two of the stations, the Karibos were on the inside, and on two of them, the Noko Nokos were on the inside. And I did the math, and both tribes ran the same distance all the way around the pyramid. It was just that last section, Karibo
I
was
did
just a little
fucking
closer.
geometry over this shit, man.
Oh,
So-
okay.
I pressed a button.
The
Yeah.
trigonometry.
I still can't believe fucking
So
Havoc
basically,
ruined me on
Joey
that.
can't run.
JP, I just also want to say he's not here, but another top moment of the season had to be 1-for-1 me mentally dominating Tim in real person chess. I developed the strategy for that, and I knew we were going to win that challenge 10 minutes in. It just took another hour to actually get to the end. But Tim got fucking destroyed in the marketplace of ideas by
well,
me.
Tim also
I-
threw
I-
out his
Tim-
best
Tim-
player.
Tim
Yeah, he
literally,
was by my
his
yesterday.
strategy was dog shit. His strategy was actual dog shit in that challenge. It was the worst thing I've ever
fucking
seen.
Happy in the
Yep.
game and got rid of
Yep.
Jacob.
Yep, so stupid, so stupid.
That was
I knew you all were gonna lose from. I knew you all were gonna lose that challenge 10 minutes.
I feel
in.
like Tim's gonna.
And it took an hour and a
as soon as
half.
This reunion comes out, man.
Yeah, that's fine.
He's gonna be like,
fine.
Alright, fucker.
fucking calculated that shit.
He lost to me 1-on-1, and he'll have to live with
Oh
that.
yeah.
his
Oh, that's
entire life.
another moment I want to
Got
mention that didn't make like, I mean, it kind of made the episode, but just me and Tim, like, being honest with each other, but being completely stubborn at the final 8 over who should go home between Brian and Joey, where I like, he was basically trying to, like, hardball me into agreeing with him, and I just wouldn't, and I was trying to do the same to him. It was, you know, an epic showdown.
I also loved when Double told Tim to vote out his tribe members.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I also love telling Aussie to his face, "I'm never gonna work with you."
Yeah. Oh, the genius behind him.
Bro, I'm a game player. What can I say?
That was probably a good thing. I'm not gonna lie.
They call me the king of puzzles, not socializing. Okay.
I just got a question, JP, from the audience.
Yeah.
Why do you and Double sound so much alike?
We don't what?
I don't hear it. You can
Literally
tell
sounds
Chris
so
Blue that
much
he's
alike.
full of shit. I don't hear it.
Hey,
Bro, that's
JP,
it.
are you
I'm
gonna
doing
reveal-
it.
JP, are you gonna reveal it to everyone who you actually are? Hold on.
No.
Oh my god!
Oh
my god! You watched it the whole time.
I'm
What
seeing
am I-
Double.
One of
Literally.
my main things stating the difference between JP and Double is saying that JP sounds high and Double sounds high, and then I realised I was saying the same thing.
Oh my god.
What
I'm
the
surrounded
fuck?
by JPs.
I've been caught.
Run!
Welcome to the day's
Oh,
challenge.
I've been kicked from the server.
Oh wait, no. JP sounds high. Double sounds high with a blocked nose. That's it.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's get this show on the road. Double, you can rejoin whenever you... Okay, there you go. All right, so I tried something a little different here that I stole from Kyle. That I put a couple polls out just to see how what people's high points of the season were, like just the general viewing audience. So the first vote I had was people's favorite episode, and of the 20 responses, over half of them were for the merge episode. So
For fuck's sake.
Kimmi and Joe, your finest moments. Then the only other episode to get more than one vote was the Bupdad episode. So that was one of my favorites too.
May he rest in Dutch.
For the favorite competition, some of there were 2 that both got 4 votes, and that was the most that any of them got. And that was a tie between the banner challenge from the final 11, where you all jumped down and I ripped it off from Mario Party, and then the Super Smash Bros. Challenge, which were 2 of the fan favorites. And then some.
Oh, can I give a shout out to a challenge that I think was the best? My favorite by far was the Mario Maker parkour challenge.
That was a lot of fun.
My favorite challenge was Donkey Kong.
Okay.
Something.
I like to go fish. Go fish was my favorite.
Oh, Go Fish was great too.
Yeah.
All right. Then the next poll I had was the favorite tribal council of the season. What do you guys think it was?
Oh
The
no.
Bupdad one.
Hey, Joe.
Uh-oh.
The Joe
It
one.
could go either way.
So, in third place with 3 votes were the Jacob and the Bupdad tribal councils. In second place with 4 votes was the Brian tribal council. And then the winner with over double the number of votes that Brian had was
Double.
Joe's tribal council.
I want something, guys.
Let's
See,
go,
I
Joe.
helped you.
The audience's favorite moment of the season.
Didn't even realize that.
There were a shitload of them that got 1 vote, like Knife's Applebee bits.
That
Double
was my favorite part of the season.
Double telling Tim that he wanted to vote out all the Noko Nokos. Shipley getting a bunch of debuffs. The rocks every time. Badger's giving double immunity. Joey telling Joe, "Can I put my balls in your jaw?" But there were only 2 votes that got more than 1 vote each. The one that got 4 votes in second place was Aussie playing their idol. And then, I think we all know what's coming. The winner of the favorite moment of the season was Kimmi playing her idol to eliminate Joe.
Joe,
Can I put my balls
so
in your
sorry
jaw?
for you, Joe.
We are 7 circles deep in hell right now. Holy
Oh, Joe, I'm making you an award winner. It's okay.
Layers down.
Oh fuck.
Dude, we're killing our one British guy. Come on, man.
Surely there's no more, right?
So the last 3 polls that I had were the biggest hero, the biggest villain, and then the fan favorite of the season. So
Okay, I'm good. I'm no more awards.
for the biggest hero of the season, in 3rd place we had a tie between a 3-way tie actually between Aussie, Happy, and Kidmodo.
Happy.
Let's go.
That's hilarious.
He's a hero, baby.
He's a hero.
He's my hero.
In 2nd place we had a tie between Kimmi and MoyBoy.
Yeah.
Both votes got 3 votes. And then the biggest hero of the season with 6 votes to his name was Tim. So
Yeah.
Of course.
the quote master of chess. The biggest villain of the season, I think I showed you guys going into this, is very split. There were 4 people that got 2 votes each. They were Kimmi, Badgers, Aussie, and Tim. They all got 2 votes. In 2nd place with 3 votes each were Double and Brian. And then with 4 votes, the audience's biggest villain of the season was actually Knife. So
Let's go!
Alright,
That's
nice.
fitting.
Bad
That's
guy.
fitting.
Takes L's. Takes L's.
Yeah,
I'm,
nice.
I'm, yeah, I was against a good winner, so.
Dude,
Yeah.
bro, I even lose best villain to 1 vote. Fuck, man.
Damn. And it's a 4-3.
Damn.
God damn!
all right, and then lastly we have the fan favorite thing.
I made a campaign for this.
So we had 5 people that each got more than 1 vote. In 4th place, we had a tie with 2 votes each between Knife and Happy. So
Yeah, thanks to whichever 2 of my friends voted for me. Thanks.
In 3rd place, with 3 votes to his name, was Tim.
Nice.
Boo!
And that the biggest hero, the master of chess. In 2nd place, with 4 votes, was Kimmi.
Yay.
And then the most lopsided result of any of these was 7 votes to their name. According to the audience, the fan favorite of Survivor the Mushroom Kingdom was MoyBoy. So congratulations.
Yeah!
Let's
go.
That's a team goal.
My boy's the fan favorite.
Jungle Thunder.
He did it. Goypoy.
So,
That's huge.
you know, that's the season. Anyone have any closing remarks to finish off this year-long adventure?
You going next?
Bupdad was robbed.
Where are you going next?
JP.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't say where we're going next. It's still a work in progress.
Your
but
mum's house. That's where
Can
we're
I
going
come back
next.
for season 20?
yeah, in 2080, whenever I get
Let's
to
go.
All Stars.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just gonna make my closing remarks because I'm gonna leave like right now.
I want to go have a piss.
You're all
So,
good.
I loved playing with you all. I'm sorry that if your first experience of me was a little bit hectic, but yeah, I had great.
I've really not seen anything different, so to be honest.
This is my first
I didn't mean it, Double. Keep going.
It's fine. It's fine. I'll see you guys later.
Hey, Double.
Double.
Take care of yourself.
Take care of yourself, okay?
Trust me, my body will do that for me. Have a good night, guys. It was a pleasure.
Nice.
And I think that's a good place to end it off. Everyone, thank you so much for being a part of this experience. It's just amazing from top to bottom. Everyone brought it, and hopefully next time, just as good. So thanks again, everyone.
Bye.
Orange goes too.
Bye.